welcome back one and all. But it's weird to have Javern on camera. This is the J-Dog, everybody. This is Javern. Clip this.
I'm usually here. It's just that I don't call in because listen, there's things I want to. Yeah.
Speak to us. Speak to us. Speak to us, J-Ron.
Every week I say it can't get any worse, and it just gets worse. Like you know when you think you can't sink any lower, and you just keep sinking. That is literally what is happening with this Chelsea team, and it's just like I saw the lineup, and I was like, I literally didn't think we could get any worse, and it just did. Like Conor Gallagher, and it's so funny because in the group chat, everyone was like, "Oh, how could Conor Gallagher? This is going to be one of Conor Gallagher's biggest games of his life. How is Conor Gallagher in a game against Real Madrid? Like, I can't understand. I can't understand it. We were better off with just keeping Potter till the end of the season at this rate. It's what 4 games for Lampard now. What one goal scored?
Deflected. One deflected.
Like, it's only gonna get worse. I already said it in the group chat. Once Lampard got hired, like Chelsea, the maximum points Chelsea will get at best case scenario in the league is 10 points, and that's from 10 draws. And that's from 10 draws. That's the best case scenario for Chelsea. 10. And it's not gonna happen. Like, and I said that's the best case, but what's actually gonna happen is Chelsea's not going to win any games from then till now. And what? We're 4 games in and they ain't winning. They ain't winning.
4 games in and you are now on your worst losing streak in 30 years. Barring me and Mo, I don't know if the rest of you guys were even born 30 years ago.
Nah.
I was. Sorry, it just begun and it's going to continue up until the end of the season.
Can I just say I want to put to bed this any Chelsea fans saying and taking any pride from this performance. Milan were in 3rd gear the entire game. Madrid were in 3rd gear the entire game. Okay, they were just strolling around, bro.
Third is
we were trying to get to 100%. They were just strolling around. Courtois made another good couple of saves, but. Let's be honest, bro. Madrid was just toying with us. They took Benzema off.
I disagree with that, I'll be honest.
They took Benzema off in 70 minutes. He was not doing anything, and they still strolled around. It was just, listen, when there is an image on the first half of Havertz up front, and either side of him is Gallagher and Kante, is support for his attack. Yeah, honestly, people were saying when Lampard was coming in. Vibes. It's going to galvanize. It's going to galvanize everyone. Like Javern said, it can't get worse. It's worse now. It's absolutely worse. He is the worst. I said it on the previous show. Not only is the worst Chelsea manager, he's the worst interim manager ever hired by a club. He is just the worst.
Facts.
Okay, I'd rather have Roy Hodgson in. Look what he's doing.
And I'm also
bring
going to put
Steve
this
Holland
in there.
back from England set up. They're not doing anything. Bring him to coach the team.
I also need to put this in here as well. Anyone that's saying there's positives to look at, this has been the season. This is literally how 10-15 minutes. It looks good. Everything looks great, but nothing happens. Nothing goes in, or it's an offside. It's been like this. This is nothing new. It's nothing new. There is no the only positive will be to score, and we'll be lucky to even do that. At this rate, like I don't know where the optimism comes from. I was gonna come on the other day because I wanted to say something to your gal, but there's just so much things wrong with the club, and I know they want to say, oh yeah, let's all blame it on Bowley. Yes, he does have a part to play, but I think at this point there's more. There's more. We can't put it all on him. But this team, like, I don't know what it is with everyone just wanting to play Havertz. Like, what is that? Baladashi looked decent. They don't want to play him in defense. Like,
Badiashiel's not. He's not registered.
One
He's not
game.
registered.
One game. He only got one game, and I ain't seen him in the team since. And
Well, hold on. You just mentioned Badiashiel, but he's literally not registered. He can't play.
No. I'm sorry.
He's talking about
He's just
in
general.
general.
Oh,
Because even
okay,
in the
okay,
Prem,
okay.
he can't play in the Prem. I can't see him play. Like I know he's not registered for this, and that's another shocking thing. Why is he? Couldn't he register him and take out someone else? Because out of all our defenders, I think he looked solid when he's come in. And there was one last thing that I was just about to say, but it's gone from me. But it's only gonna get worse. So if I were you guys, don't just save it. Don't even buy it. Everyone's gonna try and get at us, but it's only gonna get worse. Nothing is gonna change.
Well, the saving grace is your game against Man United this weekend, of course, was postponed because of the FA Cup. So at least you haven't got to travel to OT and get spanked up by us. Because right now we would. I'm actually annoyed. I'm annoyed with playing you this weekend because with the way you are and the home form we've got, we would rip you to shreds. But Don, you said something a bit early. You disagreed with how tonight's game went slightly.
Yeah, no, I do. I think before, when I saw the lineup, I was trying to work out what formation that was. I was like, what is going on here? Terry, I literally had to go on the Chelsea app to see what formation we were playing, and it was a 3-5-1-1 with Gallagher. And
Listen,
it was a 3-5-1-1 with Gallagher as the second striker, and we're playing Havertz, who we all know is not a striker.
The
So
3-5 disgrace. That's what it was. It was a 3-5 disgrace. That's what it was.
Before the game, we spoke last week, Terry. I said we've got no chance. But when I saw that lineup, I said, yeah, this is disgusting. This man just has no idea what he's doing. But I'll be honest with you, in terms of the actual game plan, it worked to an extent because we nullified their wingers. We nullified their wingers in the first half, as well as their midfield. David, it actually, if you actually look at the game and break it down, in terms of actually nullifying their wingers in comparison to last week, playing that double pivot of Enzo and what's his name, Cover actually helped Reece James. That's why you saw Reece James pushing up a lot more today because he had some cover. He had some cover behind him. So as much as I wasn't feeling that lineup. It did help in nullifying Madrid to actually play the game and their wingers as well. Because last week, what was happening was Reece James was bombing up and there was no cover behind him. But today, we had that double pivot that was planting there and sort of helping him out defensively. So I would say in that aspect, it did help. But what it didn't help is the attacking aspect of the game because we needed to score. And the way he set up the game was to just, I don't know, it seemed like we were the ones that were 2-0 up and we had to score and they had to score the goals. So that's where the criticism comes in because, yeah, we nullified them to an extent. But when you're not clinical at this level that they're playing at, especially the Champions League, up against a Madrid who are ruthless when they get a chance, you're going to lose the game. So I was surprised. I was surprised by the lineup, but again, we were the better team. I'm in so many group chats, and all my friends were literally messaging me during the game, like, "You guys, I don't know how you haven't scored." We were the better team in the first half. In the second half, we started off better than Madrid, but yeah, in the last half an hour. We fizzled out. My
man. The problem with this, I want to just add something to this. The problem is, yeah, your plan was great. Everything looked great. You were on the front foot. You control position. You created chances. Your XG is higher. But when you have N'Golo Kante is your highest man on the pitch in front of the goal, and you have Kukurea is the one that is going 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, you expect it. Listen, your defense in the league, your defense is better than everybody ahead of you, bar Newcastle, Man City, and you're very close to Arsenal. Your defense is not the problem. When they are on their day, you can play good defense. The problem is your manager just chose the wrong guys to be in front of the goal.
100%.
And it's the story of the season because you went and signed millions and millions of players without actually signing someone that would put the ball in the back of the net.
But that's the point that I'm making. That's the point I'm making. I didn't, just to finish my point, David, I didn't expect anything different today. And again, when it comes to looking at the overall game, we didn't take the chances. We had chances there. I've looked at the stats. We had the same amount of big chances as Madrid, and they've ended up scoring both of them. We've scored none of them. We both had 2 big chances created, and we didn't take our chances. So overall, I wouldn't say Madrid smoked us because they didn't. But what I feel happened was in that last half an hour, our team was looking up front and just seeing that there's just no one up there. There's no target man. There's no one that can hold up the ball. There's no one competent enough to even finish a chance. I mean, Kante and Kovacic, I don't know what they do on the training pitch when it comes to shooting because they're both midfielders and they can never finish their dinner. They can never finish their dinner. The only midfielder that we had on the pitch today that I would say in that position is actually going to get it on target and put a good shot against the keeper would be Enzo. But again, we're playing him quite deep. So we're not gonna get any goals. This is what I said last week. OG was like, "Oh, we're going through." I said, "We're not going through. We're not."
Sorry, who said that?
What I'm hearing
You
from
said-
Chelsea fans is that you guys
OG.
are one striker away again from actually.
No. Wait,
I'm just
we're not.
asking because
that's not what we're
everything
saying.
looked great today, other than scoring the goals. Is that?
That's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying.
I think this whole "we looked great" is an absolute fallacy, to be honest.
I didn't say we looked great. I didn't say we looked great.
No, but
I didn't say we looked
even,
great.
Season has been like
again,
this.
but even this, we
tried.
held them. We really held them to a good thing and blah de blah. That was their game plan. We played into their game plan. Their game plan is we'll give them the ball and let's see if they can break us down because we know they can't score goals and we couldn't do it. And then when they went, okay, fine, let's try and score a goal. Oh, 2-0. They came to our ground knowing they didn't have to score. They didn't have to score. They just had to not concede. And if there's one team teams are really good at against us, is not conceding goals because we can't score them. This thing of Chelsea spent all this money and they didn't get a striker. Whack Osimhen or Harry Kane or Haaland or any of these men up front, they're gonna score far less goals than they're currently scoring. They might score slightly more than we currently have, but no one's creating chances for them anyway. We don't have a manager right now who's creating chances with the ball. I don't know why everyone's suddenly expecting a change in performance when we have a manager who doesn't know what he's doing and players who don't know what they're doing. Why? When I saw Conor Gallagher as my second striker, I'm thinking this guy is lost. He might be the worst footballer I've seen in a Chelsea shirt. Like, do you know how mad it was? Today, I was praying for Mount to come on the field. Me. I was praying for Mount to come on the field. That's how crazy this game was. It was mad. It was.
Well, David, this is what I'm saying though. When you play the game, right, and you're looking around and you're looking for someone, a target man, literally a target man up top, and you're seeing a guy like Havertz, it doesn't give your team confidence. Again, it doesn't give your team any confidence.
If you look at, I guess it's a bit of a fallacy because he didn't really have any like forwards today, but he was. I felt today he didn't play badly. I don't think.
I'm not saying he played badly, but what I'm saying is he's not a striker. He's not a striker. This is where I'm not blaming him. This is where I'm talking about the team, the personnel. We have literally not got a striker. The striker that we had got deregistered from the Champions League. We literally don't have.
I just think that,
but again, this thing of if we just play Aubameyang, we'll score goals. Are you stupid?
No. It's not as simple as that. But when it comes to chances being like, if for example that Kante chance, right? I'd rather put Aubameyang in that position than Kante. Kante had a big chance. Conor Gallagher, there was in the early few minutes there was a chance where he could have literally slipped it through to Kante, and I don't know what he tried to do. It was such a basic pass. I'm sorry, you've been playing for Chelsea, right? In the academy since you were like 6-7 years old. Why can't you make a simple through ball?
I've got news for you. I've got news for you.
It makes no sense.
I've got news for you. Even if it was Aubameyang in that position, it still wouldn't have gone in. Just to let you know.
The problem there, Don, in your previous sentence, there's something wrong with that. You just said Gallagher was trying to slip a ball through to Kante and the attacking third. I don't ever want to hear that sentence again, right? That is a disgrace in football to hear that. That is an absolute disgrace. Okay, that we have to rely on N'Golo Kante and Conor Gallagher in a final third. That is a. I don't even know what that's an abomination in football terms. That's just madness.
There was a moment in the first half. There was a corner that came in, and Havertz flicked it on, and Gallagher got head to it. When he could have Havertz missed it with his head and it hit his shoulder, and then Gallagher was everywhere, and he went, that there is a lack of quality, and that's what it came down to. And Madrid didn't even try tonight. They didn't. I'm hoping they didn't try. I'm hoping they've got more in the locker when they play Man.